Well, what's up, guys? It's Josh with Driver Motorsports. Hey, I'm on the road this morning, headed out to Indianapolis for PRI. If you look in the back, I got, nice Nitto RB30 hanging out back there with all kind of goodies strapped to it. Most of those goodies are going to get snatched off for some brand new products that are coming out this year that are going to be released at PRI. So, if you know anything about me and the type of engines that I tend to build, you probably have a finger on the pulse as to what kind of products we're going to be sporting. So this was a late kind of break-in event for us. We weren't planning on going, but got called up, asked for a favor, and who could possibly say no to the guys that asked me to lend a hand. So obviously, Driver Motorsports, we're pretty down to earth and we support products that support us. And we stand by these products because we feel like they're the best in the business. So, given the opportunity to come lend a hand, we jumped all over it. I've been driving since about 4 or 5 a.m. It's 7:45 now. That puts me in Indianapolis about 1:15 this afternoon. But it's been gloomy and rainy most of the trip through the mountains, so some fog. Right now, I'm waiting on this freaking monster to pass. Been sitting here for, I don't know, 4 minutes, 5 minutes, long enough that I decided to go ahead and shoot some video. With that, hey, rocking a Land Cruiser on the way up there because, with the temps dropping, a lot of mountain driving, a lot of weather being called for. I didn't want to get caught in the snow as much as I would have liked to have brought something sporty. One, the problem was that and the engine stand I have folded up back there. So, being able to fit something so heavy and large in a vehicle without screwing it up was step one. There was no way in heck I was going to drive a K truck 8.5 hours from, Rustburg to Indianapolis. I would have had to have left like 3 days ago. And yeah, probably not would have been a good trip, especially considering the majority of the way here has been 70. So, well, looks like the end is in sight on this train, so I'm gonna jump off here and keep on keeping on. I'll film some more as we get closer, and especially when we get to where we're going and can meet the people we're meeting up with for this next week. Okay, love you, bye. Okay, how does that work? I got across the tracks and got across again, and it's the same freaking train. All right, guys, hey, good morning. In Indianapolis, it is a beautiful, like 40 degrees and crappy, and behind me, got the Land Cruiser, which drove up here phenomenally, right? So I come out this morning, we're getting ready to head over to PRI and finish setting up the booth. I'm waiting on Herman and a couple other guys to show up today. But here's how my morning started. Check this out. So I check out of the hotel that we're at now because I had reservations at a different place, so I only had to spend one day here. So I'm not going to put the hotel because it's not really their fault that this crap happened. But I get in, I go to start it, and listen to this. Somebody hooked me up and did that straight pipe exhaust for me in the parking lot. So again, if you want that free muffler delete, come stay in this parking lot, and this is what you get. So I just filed a police report, and they're working with the hotel that has, thankfully, cameras pointed in this direction. Not sure how far out they come, but pretty stressful considering that the car was only here for less than 12 hours and this happened. So now, instead of going to the PRI booth and finishing setting up the RB30, I got to figure out what to do with this. So I'm probably Gonna see if I can't find a local exhaust shop, and rather than pay the obnoxious money to put a cat in, I'm just gonna have them, you know, make me a pipe. Or maybe I'll get fancy and I'll go to O'Reilly's and get some of that flexible tubing with some clamps, and I'll just like make a snorkelet and you know, pretend to be Devin and do some exhaust work. So yeah. Yeah. Oh. Boys, well, check it out. We're here. We finally got everything set up. Just this second finished slapping all the new PRP items on there. And my God, man, she's looking good. So there's the legend himself. We got to run back to the car because I left the alternator in there like an idiot. But look at all the aftermath of everything I yanked off from my stuff to get it on here. And then, unfortunately, the only piece we couldn't slap on that you really wouldn't have been able to see anyway would have been this brace, because, you know, I hadn't quite machined this little guy just yet. So, nonetheless, you know, killer brace, utilizing the factory mains, and, yeah, so many big things to come, guys. So, all this stuff, man, we love it. We're excited. One of the cool new things that come out, it's the OE RB26 ITBs. Drive-by-wire, baby. Hey, what's up, guys? Josh Drive Motorsports out at PRI, hanging out with Devin. So we're having a good time. This is like day 2, day 3. Who knows what day it is right now, because it's all been a blur. We got here set up with IRP, got all the PRP goods set up, and now we're just kind of taking a walk, checking out some stuff, letting Herman do his thing. So yeah, I mean, I'm trying to get around. I got to see the Vibrant guys again today, and then yeah, just network. So stay tuned. Hello, Moto. Oh, it's still out here. We got it. We made it. It's still all there. What's up, guys? So hey, check it out. We're like day 2, day 3 of PRI, and oh my God, am I tired. I feel like I've been more busy than at SEMA, where typically I was at the car, just talking, and got little chance to walk around. We're here. I mean, I'm spending a lot of time at the booth, but obviously working with Herman and representing PRP. He's had lots of meetings and lots of things going on, and I'm so thankful that he trusts me to represent his brand with the Driver Motorsports RB30 that we brought up here. And as we've been kind of trading out, and he'll come back top of the hour and check on me, make sure I'm good, don't need anything, and then I get to go wander around and check out some stuff. Where this is not like SEMA, where it's really professional racing driven. Every product here is like the real world, cutting edge stuff. But what I didn't really expect would be a lot of the behind the scenes meetings and trainings and things like that. So I've been meeting with all kinds of ECU manufacturers, and it's kind of odd. I mean, yeah, I say all kinds, but they're all, out of Australia, New Zealand, things like that. For like the likes of Link and Mtron and Actually, I've seen the Haltech guys, but I didn't actually get a chance to talk to them today. Nonetheless, as an engine builder and tuner, being able to sit down and listen to ECU manufacturers pitch like what their products are capable of has been, I mean, it's so much information to try to get. You got to get your learn on when you're in a place like this, and not be afraid to ask questions, even though it may feel like it's a stupid question. I'm relatively young in the tuning game, even though I've been doing it for quite a long time. I've been doing it very little, and by way of like full professional type tuning, because I was just doing street cars and such. But now that we're building things that are at such a high level, I just can't settle for bare base tuning and just kind of making stuff happen. I want to know like how the programs work and why they work, and develop complex strategies to keep engines safe and to make max amount of power reliably. With that, I'm still going to continue to be my same conservative self when it comes to tuning. We're not going to give everything the freaking moon tune just because that's what everybody wants is a silly horsepower number. Again, nothing wrong with that. I plan on making some big power with the RB30. But again, it's going to be, the power needed to get the job done, and not much more than that. So, with that, making lots of new friends, making lots of new connections that are not only, assisting me as a maintainer and tuner and builder and performance technician or whatever, but it's enhancing my capability to spread the Driver Motorsports way. People have heard about us. They've saying high praise, told us that our SEMA car was one of the baddest in the business, and I'm still getting questions about that car. So hey, if you got questions about that car, throw them in there. We'll answer the stuff out. We don't have any problem talking about it. It's no secret that we pride ourselves on going that extra mile, and whether you believe in it, don't believe in it, hey, who cares is what I want to say, but that's not really what I mean. If it's not your style of car, it's not your style of car. That's the greatest thing about this industry, is that we get to express ourselves in vehicle fashion that make us happy. So, love it or hate it, doesn't freaking matter, man. We're all people. We all have our interests and loves, and the best thing is that the car community brings us together. So, that's kind of like my sentimental, emotional outburst right there, because that has been the theme so far, is that every single person that I've met is in a automotive profession in some way, shape, or form, whether they're fabricators, whether they're, tuners or technicians, whether they're, again, engine builders, whatever, you name it. Some of these are multi-million-dollar companies. Some of them are mom and pop shops. And the one thing that brings us all together is the motorsports. So, again, drag racing, dirt track racing, trucks, hot rods, imports, whatever it is something here for everybody. And, you're missing out. So express yourself, have a good time. And, if you've never been to a PRI, this is the first for me. We got to come back. We got to come back. Like, this has been great. So next time around, we'll see if, we can piggyback into somebody's booth, or, we'll set ourselves up to come on our own. But nonetheless, loved it, had a good time. So guys, stay tuned. We got another day, and we'll be out. Oh man, so just parked at the mall parking structure because the main lot we've been parking in was coned off and full. So essentially last day of PRI, and we had a huge turnout yesterday, and with everybody that was here, we got so much done. So I'm excited. Last bit of footage will be filmed today, and then we'll wrap it up. So Herman and Ben, so that's PRP and RTEC, as well as Trevor from Motion Auto TV, they all fly out today. Davin flew out yesterday, and once everybody's gone, basically I'm just packing the motor up, getting on the road, and making the 8.5-hour drive back. So Excited to get on the road, ready to get home, especially after all of the nonsense that happened with the Land Cruiser getting, the cat stolen off of it, getting a poor hack job repair. But I mean, hey, at the end of the day, we're going to get it home. So I'm going to try to do the best I can to get some good footage on the day. And we got a couple of interviews to shoot. And there's just big things coming, guys. So stay tuned for that. And I can't wait to share what's coming this new year with our partnerships with PRP, the Artec Manifold Systems, and many other big names that just, Herman's a legend. He's taken over the world, and we're going with him. So let's do it. Well, all right, guys, so I'm back from PRI. I got back at like 2 o'clock in the morning, and the sun is rising. My friends are here.
We're back at home.
We're gonna go take a look at the Land Cruiser.
Apparently you got a super cool exhaust job going
I did,
on.
man. So when you go to PRI and you stay at the hotel that I think I talked about earlier, you get free straight pipes. Woo! Yep, they can't delete you and they free straight pipe you, dude.
Yes. So
that was a win. But, obviously because I care about my eardrums and my ride for 8.5 hours, I needed some good exhaust put back on. So I found a spot. I hear CJ laughing already.
Oh, God.
Hey, man, this is the WeldBot 0.5.
This is some quality stuff.
The WeldBot 0.5, dude.
I will tell you what.
So my WeldBot 9000 just looked at that, and he won't even look at it again. What do you think, buddy? What do you think?
Pinch me. I think that
Come pinch me.
10 out of 10, definitely don't recommend. Stay away from that stuff.
We're dreaming, right?
Hey, man, we got it home.
Hey, I will say that's a plus.
I told you we had to get it. This is the only way I could make it home.
Yeah.
So
Looks like iRobot's dick.
let me see. All right, what we got going on here? I haven't even. Oh my God.
Was it at least quiet?
It's not. Yeah.
Better than not having anything.
Yeah, it's definitely better than not having anything.
Was it exhaust leaky?
I don't know. I think I still got the keys. You wanna? That's not the keys. Hey, man, it did the job. It got me home.
It's not bad. There's definitely an exhaust leak.
There's definitely an exhaust leak, but
That's okay.
it got me home. So
It's better than it was, I guess.
it is far better than it was, and like I said, but I am very thankful that at least one guy in all of Indiana would help me, and
Shout out to that guy.
shout out to that guy. His name's David, so David helped me out. He told me, he was like, look, man, my welds are not going to be to your standards, and I was like, listen, I don't care. Just got to get it home.
Hey,
I just got
great, David.
Thanks you.
You
So
did great with what you had.
So yeah, I mean, I brought you a box of rocks, and you got me home. So
Box of rocks and turn into gravel. That's all you need.
it's good. It's good. So, like I said, as much fun as we're having, I wasn't having fun at the time, but thanks a lot, buddy. You saved me. So hopefully you'll see this, and like I said, I know you did not want to put this out. You didn't want to do it. You didn't want to do it. I basically had to tell you to do it anyway. Granted, if I had more time, we could have done something proper, but I didn't have the time. And again, thanks a lot, buddy.